Yes. God, I'm such a badass at this point now. What's up, Kelly?
I had a wonderful chat with your friend Tali. She's not what I expected from her psych report. I like her.
Tally's a good friend. We've been through a lot together.
Quarians are so fascinating to me, but they also make me a little sad.
Why do they make you sad?
Their environment suits are so beautiful, but with their immune systems, they're trapped inside. I wonder what they look like under those helmets, or what their skin feels like under those suits.
Here's a spoiler, it's terribly disappointing.
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything. Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Oh, good. Oh, she's Vas Nima. Yes, that's what I thought, here. And she was Naraya in the last one. She was... The surname here, Vas versus Nar. Nar is like an underage Quarian, the one who hasn't gone through their pilgrimage yet. And the Raya was the ship that she served on before. After her pilgrimage, she became Vas, whatever, and applied to become part of the Nima's crew, which is why she dropped the ship name and became Vas Nima. That's how last names tend to work. Well, this is like their full name. So like her father's name is Ralzora, but then they have this surname that is their ship that they serve on. So her father is Admiral Ralzora Boss what? Which ship does he serve on? I forget actually. Yeah, Railzora. That's her father. I was hoping I got Railzora right. For a moment I was thinking, no, Rail isn't her dad's name. Rail is one of the other admirals, but I was right. I'm always right in the end. And that's when I cut to a clip of all the times I've been wrong about things in Mass Effect before. Happened all the time, I'm sure of it.
New armor reinforcements really threw off the gravimetric profiles. But engines are good to go. I rebalanced the Gilborn coefficients and adjusted the anterior intakes on the second-tier stabilizers.
I love it when you talk dirty.
God, I love technobabble.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
God, I love technobabble.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Normandy
Can you do
upgrades.
anything to give the Normandy an edge over a collector ship?
Definitely. With the right supplies, I
Yes.
can fortify our shields.
All the ship
Collectors
grades.
cut through the Normandy's barriers immediately last time. My upgrades might give us a better chance.
Fuck yes, the last ship upgrade. Multi-core shielding. Oh, yeah. Like, it's like a... nothing.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Have you got time to talk?
Away from the Cerberus engineers. Shh.
We didn't really have time to chat while taking out Geth on Haestrom, did we? I can't believe so many people died. Thank you again for getting Rieger out alive. All for data about stars blowing up. I hope the Admiralty Board gets some use out of it.
How is Rieger
Have
doing?
you heard any word about Cal Rieger? Did he survive his injuries?
He sent me a message. It looks like he'll make a full recovery. Anytime you get a suit puncture, it's a matter of luck. Rieger got out with a relatively minor infection.
Good, good, good.
Tell me about the fleet's Admiralty Board.
It's one of two major political powers among my people. The admirals make decisions related to defense or needing immediate action. They also handle major criminal charges, like treason. The other political power is the Conclave, a group of representatives from each ship. They make most of our laws and fleet decisions.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we knew that.
Any news yet on the data you sent?
I'm not likely to hear anything for a while, or on an unsecured channel for that matter.
Alright, well, how are you doing?
Having any trouble settling back in on the Normandy?
I like the quiet. I miss the old faces, though. Presley, Engineer Adams, all of them. It doesn't seem right having Cerberus in charge of this ship. Are you sure working for them is the right thing to do?
I'm the one in charge. Listen, bitch. Listen.
I caught some tension back on Freedom's Progress and again when you first came aboard.
This is
What happened
detailed in one
between
of the
Cerberus and
novels.
Quarians?
They attacked one of our ships, the Idena. It seems they were attempting to kill or control a young human biotic who was on the fleet. I don't really know the details. I do know that Cerberus made an enemy of the Quarian people.
A very powerful foreign biotic, or human biotic. And I won't spoil the end of that novel. It's very good. It's a very good novel.
Does it look like they're pulling the strings, Tali? I'm not working for them. They're working for me.
So you ordered the listening devices and tracking beacons that are all over this ship. I know you need resources to fight the Collectors, but be careful, Shepard.
I fully expect them to betray us at some point, and we'll be ready.
I'm glad to hear that, Shepard. Just let me know how I can help. For now, I should get back to work. Thanks for coming by.
Yay, Tali, you're so underappreciated in this. You're so underappreciated in general. At least in the next game, you get like a good couple of hours devoted to you. More than could be said for some of the other squad mates. Oof, I'm bitter. Oh, I'm bitter. Let's see if Grunt wants to say anything.
Shepard,
What's going on?
Just checking in. How are you doing?
Battlemaster, I have everything. Clan, kin, and enemies to fight.
Great.
That's all for now.
Shepard,
Awesome. Good to hear. Good to hear, buddy. Good to freaking hear. Buddy. Let's see if Thane wants to talk. I'm being very careful. I don't want to mess up Thane's romance. Because he joins the ship so late, I'm always afraid that I'm gonna miss the trigger for it.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Very well.
Yes, awesome.
I had been recording a message for Kolyat.
How are things going with him?
It is difficult. All things worth keeping are. I never explained. I suppose the story of my wife's death took you by surprise.
Yeah?
I figured you'd explain to me when you were ready.
I appreciate your patience.
So from what I
I
understand,
kept my
they
word
killed her to
pretty
get to you.
I assumed that would be enough to protect Erica. That memory I mentioned before. Laser dot trembles on the target's skull. The smell of spice on a spring wind. Sunset eyes.
That's
defiant
her,
of
isn't it?
That was Erica. That was how I met her. She saw my targeting laser as she walked by and threw herself in the way.
I guess she impressed you.
She woke me up. Her body trembles. Not fear. Indignation. Her mouth moves. How dare you? You and I trained to sacrifice ourselves to save others. How often does a civilian step in the way of a bullet to protect someone they've never met? I thought she was the goddess Urashu. She met my eyes through the scope, and my purpose faltered.
So how'd she go from blocking your shot to having your children?
Child.
To meet her. The memory possessed and endowed me. I fell on my knees before her, begged her pardon. She introduced me to the world beyond my work. Eventually, she forgave me. Later, she loved me.
We know what happened to her.
When you talked to Kolyat, you said she died.
I let myself become complacent. I thought Erica and Kolyat were safe. I stayed away too long, and my enemies came for her.
Who came for her?
Batarians. A slaver ring that was preying on Hanar outer colonies. I'd killed their leaders. They paid the Shadow Broker to find out who I was. But they were afraid of me. So they went after her.
That's the wrong thing to say right now. This is very much the wrong thing to say. Jeez, look at how fucking wrong that is. Ugh.
Told Kolyat that you hunted her killers down.
Erica woke me up. When she passed, I returned to my battle sleep. My body hunted her killers, murdered them. I was taught to grant death quickly, cleanly, to minimize suffering. I let them linger.
You were operating on instinct. By your own rules, you can't blame yourself.
But I made the choice to hunt them. They're the only lives I've ever taken of my own choice. The only deaths on my own conscience. I haven't spoken about my wife, and I don't think I ever have. I didn't have anyone left to tell it to.
Wow, that is quite the statement to make. but we know what we're getting ourselves into, so we're gonna go ahead.
Maybe I haven't been as upfront as I should be. I'm here for you, Thane. Whatever you need.
You are very kind. Thank you for listening, Siha.
I think my translator just glitched. What did you call me?
Siha. Someday I'll tell you what it means.
Translator, right, the intergalactic translator. There, just fucking happened. That's the romance trigger music. Fucking did it, guys. Also, when Mass Effect 4 comes out, remind me to play a man, because this is super fucking emasculating. I get that it's a role-playing game, but... and I really like Thane's character, but look, getting a little uncomfortable. Oh, let's talk to Joker, because I'm sure he has something to say about Tali coming back. Look at that ship. Look at that fucking ship. Oh, it's awesome. So fucking awesome. It's totally upgraded. Oh, man. Can't wait to get that 100% completion medal that I already have. That doesn't exist.
It's great to see Tali on board, Commander, just like old times. It is her, right? I mean, because with the mask, it's... Ah, never mind.
I assume everything's
Thank
going
you.
well up here?
This thing wants to fire me over a joke. Okay, I said I'd flash the AI core, but I was kidding. And we'd only lose a few systems. Nosy ones.
To clarify, human resources adjustments are not actually under my authority.
Then why? Why are you always picking on me?
My replies were intended to provoke, though not to cause distress. Your reactions are atypical of most humans. You are interesting.
It beats you at your own game.
She pushed your buttons to get a rise out of you. About time you were on the receiving end.
Yeah, great. I just got worked by the intercom.
It was not my intent to breed hostility, Mr. Moreau, but you did instigate our interaction.
Okay, but think of it this way. Shut up.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Oh, Joker. You're my favorite. Forget about all the squad mates. You, sir, are my favorite. Especially because you deliver one of the most powerful lines in... Or no. I can't talk about it because it's literally the very end of Mass Effect 3. But he has one of the most powerful scenes in all the Mass Effects. So there's a lot of shit. A lot of shit. Almost so much that I don't even know where to start. Except I do know exactly where to start. We're gonna start with this one. Like I said, I wanted to do a big, long session where I do a bunch of side missions. And if you remember the first Anomaly side mission we did, we landed on that planet that had the crashed ship with all the mechs in it, and it unlocked this other mission to go check out this abandoned station that the ship came from. So we're going to do exactly that. Some of these missions are literally just the one mission and there's nothing more to it. Some of them are like, it'll do the one mission and then it'll unlock something after it and then it'll unlock something else after that. I think there's only a couple that are like that though. So we'll do a big long session where we're wrapping all this stuff up. I don't think there's too much that actually happens during this mission in terms of combat. But I just want to bring Tali along just because... 3 points. Oh, I need one more point. Oh, I need that point. Engineer or mechanic? Engineer, duh. You see that, with fucking, what's it called? The, what the fuck am I talking about? My Paragon score? It's fucking awesome. I'm only 1 bar away from maxing out my Paragon score. So that's another reason we're doing all these side missions, is because depending on some of the choices that you make on some of them... Oh, those people are fucking dead as shit. Wow. Depending on certain choices that you make on some of these missions, you can receive a bunch of Paragon points. And I know for a couple of loyalty quests, you need full Paragon. And I'm sure I've explained this before, but that is a thing. I know, for instance, Tali's requires a full... Tali's is like a very much end-game loyalty quest. Hers requires full Paragon or Renegade. Samara's. Samara's requires?
Are requested to report to the cargo doors for immediate removal from station. Intruder detected. You are not authorized to be in this area.
Fucking stop me, bitch. If I recall this mission, it's a bunch of puzzles. There's a door opening puzzle, a laser puzzle, a timing kind of puzzle thing, and essentially you just have to do every one. There's no combat or anything involved. For instance, we come in here, we need to,
Living area power restored.
and we need to get all of the doors open.
Doors have been closed to quarantine a threat to this station. One door enabled. 3 doors enabled. 1 door enabled. 3 doors enabled. 2 doors enabled. All doors disabled. 2 doors enabled. 1 door enabled. 1 door enabled. 1 door enabled. 1 door enabled. 5 doors enabled.
There we go. I just have to remember the combo. It's not hard. And then loot all this. Why did I pull my gun out? I don't need my gun.
Looks like we're clear.
There's no hostility. Did I read this PDA? Oh, this is the ship. That's the ship that crashed. Maybe the AI or the VI.
Intruders intentionally violating quarantine are requested to exit the station immediately.
Shut up. Maybe that's how the
Plasma
mechs.
in progress. Attempting to reach the maintenance controls will most likely result in serious injury or death.
Right, because timing puzzles are so dangerous. Oh no, it came from the ship. So whatever is happening to the VI came from the ship. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Garrus just fucking died. Man, this is so hard. Having to walk around plasma vents.
All attempts to decontaminate station have failed. Require more power to escalate defensive maintenance area power restored.
Oh, jeez, that was so hard. Man.
On my way.
So glad that this game has such cool and inventive puzzles. Well, I mean, it's better than Towers of Hanoi. That's for sure. Holster, guys. We don't need our guns. Or don't holster, I guess. Whatever. That's cool. You need to restore all the power to open up the VI core to shut it down. Ooh, cut that out. I don't know why that's even up.
Research area power restored. Beam engaged. Testing area has been locked down according to protocol. Reflective armor prototype repositioned. Reflective armor prototype repositioned. Reflective armor prototype. You have been identified as a hostile intruder. Testing area has been unlocked.
Thank you.
All personnel take this opportunity to leave the station immediately.
Shut up. Your voice is ignoring me.
Power restored. Central mainframe access granted. Docked vessel detected.
Shut her down.
Intruder detected. You are not authorized to be in this area.
Hello, Mira. Shut up.
This is a secure zone. Please leave this station immediately.
There volume control for you.
I regret to inform you that all attempts to defend the station have failed. Shutting down security protocols.